In recent years, Primož Roglič has emerged as one of the most formidable names in the sport of cycling, and his incredible talent, determination, and relentless pursuit of victory has earned him a well-deserved place at the forefront of the sport and a very whole palmares. However, as the cycling world has evolved, it's essential to consider whether Roglic's continued tenure at Jumbo-Visma is truly in his best interest. Today we're going to have a look at if he should stay at Jumbo-Visma and why potentially a departure from the Dutch team could be in his best interest for this Slovenian powerhouse, as in the last few seasons he has lost a bit of his authority within the team, as we have seen the notable rise of none other than Jonas Vingegaard, and that also saw Primož Roglič be relegated from Tour de France leader to adjust his focus to the Giro and the Vuelta in 2023. He was also left a bit disgruntled as well in the Vuelta, as he saw his chance of winning a record equaling fourth title fade away as Sepp Kuss stole the show after he had taken the red jersey and held his way all the way to Madrid. But more on that in this video you can see here. Primož Roglic's meteoric rise to prominence has brought with it natural evolution of personal goals for him as well as a rider. While Jumbo-Visma have been a valuable platform for him to win races, this may have come to a point where the team's collective objectives have started to diverge from Roglic's individual aspirations, and a transition to a team more attuned to his unique skills and his personal ambitions could potentially propel him to even greater heights. But is it too late in his career? Nevertheless, firstly, Primož Roglič has had an exceptional time at the Dutch outfit, joining in 2006 from Adria Mobile, and since then he's amassed 70 victories in total. That spans across a plethora of victories, from one-day races to one-week stage races and even Grand Tours and time trials, showing just exactly how very well-rounded he is as a rider. For the one-day races, notably he won Liège-Bastogne-Liège as well as Giro d'Emilia and a few others. But his real success with the team has been the one-week stage races, and here he has truly dominated. Just in 2023 he had a 100% success rate, winning Tirreno Adriatico in a dominant fashion and the Vuelta a Catalunya in front of Remco Evenepoel, plus the Vuelta a Burgos as well. But over the years, as Roglic has won Paris-Nice, Dauphiné, the Tour of the Basque Country, UAE Tour and the Tour of Romandy, most of these races multiple times, and arguably he is the best one-week stage racer of his generation with this incredible hit rate. Where Roglic really made his name was of course the Grand Tour performances he's done within the team, winning the Giro d'Italia in 2023, the latest accomplishment with the help of Sepp Kuss, and winning 3 Vuelta a España titles along the way, but missing out on his aspiration of taking that yellow jersey all the way to Paris. Final time trial clings to his palmares and the memory of cycling fans. His omission at the 2023 Tour de France squad for Jumbo-Visma was as a result of that change of focus to the Giro d'Italia, and ultimately it did pay dividends as he picked up his first Giro d'Italia title. But ultimately it means that he is playing second fiddle within the team, and this really is a problem for his personal aspirations if he really wants to be added to the greats of the sport with that Tour de France title that eludes him, and he's limited as well in the time he's got left on the top of the sport. So maybe change is the best way. While Team Jumbo-Visma have been instrumental in Roglic's success, a change of scenery and a new set of challenges can invigorate Roglic's competitive spirit, and fighting for his own chances once again at the Tour could be vital. The dynamics within the team of course extends beyond the race course. He has nestled himself into the Jumbo-Visma team structure, and as it seems very comfortable with the team culture, support staff and fellow cyclists around him, as it's evident that they have a good relationship. So Roglic's departure from Jumbo-Visma could potentially open up a few new problems, and maybe adapting to a new environment can come with a few problems, but equally it could also transform him into a whole new rider. We saw Jai Hindley win his first Giro d'Italia in his first year with Bora Hansgrohe, so who's to say that? If we do go into the world that Primož Roglic, despite having one more year on his contract, we know contracts can be bought out in cycling, but if we speculate where would suit him the best, there are a number of places. In order for Roglic to fit in with a team, there are obvious factors that need to be considered. The budget of the team, the infrastructure of the team as well, and their experience within the Grand Tours. Ineos Grenadiers seems like it fits within all these factors. It has a great budget, and there is a sort of vacuum in the team as a result of their big GC hope, Egan Bernal, crashing a few years ago. So there really is that slot for Roglic to slot in, and there's a good support around him, good climbers, good riders for the flat, and they have that GC experience. So Ineos Grenadiers would really be the candidate for him, as they also missed out on Remco Evenepoel. They are missing that big superstar, and Roglic could definitely help them level up to past potentially top 3 in the peloton. Little Trek have also been linked with Primož Roglic as they've received an increased budget courtesy of Lidl and have started focusing on building a GC team, announcing signings such as Theo Gegenhardt, Patrick Conrad. So again, Primož Roglic could go to this team and take them from a second-tier Grand Tour team to the upper echelons of the sport. And incidentally, the last time they finished on the podium in the Tour de France was in 2020 with Richie Porte, where it was Primož Roglic who was second on the podium. Other candidates as well, potentially Bora Hansgrohe, who have also adjusted themselves to a GC team, or Bahrain Victorious, who are losing Mikel Landa, so there is a vacuum there for potentially Roglic to slot in, and they have had riders on the podium. In order for Primož Roglic to achieve his ambition of winning the Tour, he will have to realize that he will not only have to defeat Jumbo-Visma with Jonas Vingegaard, who has looked absolutely incredible at the Tour de France in the last 2 years, but also UAE Team Emirates. And can Ineos, Bora or Lidl Trek rival these two super teams? That is the question. His record against Tadej Pogačar as well at a Grand Tour is not the best, so would a different team make the difference? His only victory against Tadej Pogačar in terms of a GC in a Grand Tour was in the 2019 Vuelta a España, when it was Pogačar's first ever Grand Tour, and from there his countryman has gone from strength to strength, so it's hard to say. And of course Roglic has shown to be a bit crash prone throughout the Grand Tours. On top of this, he would also need to beat Jonas Vingegaard, as I said, and Jumbo-Visma has an incredibly strong team with the likes of Kelderman, Sepp Kuss and Wout van Aert to support the Dane, really unrivaled by any of the teams we spoke about. So here we are. Should he move teams? Movistar could even be in the conversation, but Primož Roglic doesn't speak Spanish and they haven't really had success with a non-speaking Spanish rider, so that is dubious. It is hard to say whether staying at Jumbo-Visma and playing second fiddle may produce the Tour de France win. However, if he is part of the Tour de France team and he could find himself in the leader's jersey similar to Sepp Kuss, this could be a scenario to win, but he could also be continually diverted to the Giro d'Italia in his final few good years as a pro, and Jonas Vingegaard could develop even further. So that's basically it for this video. Make sure to let me know down in the comments what you think. Do you think Primož Roglic should be leaving Jumbo-Visma to chase his own success at the Tour, or is he better staying at Jumbo-Visma? And if you haven't already, make sure to check out the 2 videos about Sepp Kuss, and as always, thank you for watching and have a nice day.